All right, so here is where we are going to get started. And I need to apologize in advance. If you hear any background noise, we have some really loud trucks. The loudest trucks in the world are going by today, but we will persevere. So go to google.com/business, and I'm not going to go through how to claim your listing. I'm going to assume that you've already done that step. I will have a link though below if you don't have that done or you're new, startup. So you have that resource available. But let's move ahead, assuming we already have claimed our listing. So this is the back end of your Google My Business profile, essentially. So this is when somebody searches and they find this card. This is the information that we're looking at right now. This is your Google My Business listing. So a couple tips here. We've just got this one set up for demonstration purposes. You want to be going through each of the different categories here on the left and make sure that your listing is as robust as you can make it. The more information that you give Google, the happier it's going to be. Because again, it wants to be able to serve up search results to searchers. And the more you can give it to work with, the happier it'll be. So one key here as well is on your information. When you are putting in the location, like your address and your name, you need to make sure that you have a certain format that you are following everywhere. So that means on your Facebook business page, on your website, on Google My Business, anywhere that you are sharing information on your business, it needs to follow the same format. For example, if you're on Avenue, if you type out Avenue, then you need that everywhere. Because, as I mentioned, Google wants to be giving the most accurate information to searchers as possible. If you are inconsistent in your naming convention of your business and address, that's going to be inconsistent across the web. So Google will actually penalize you in the search results because it gets confused. It doesn't know what's accurate, what's not, and it only wants to serve up accurate information. So let me take a moment here and show you what those listings look like and what it looks like when there are inconsistencies. Okay, so this is a sample report that shows the listings of someone I'm just starting to work with. So what we're looking at here is the different directories, and there are actually over 60 directories that Google looks through to give search results. So here's Google reviews, Yahoo, Bing, Facebook, Foursquare, Yelp, and there are a bunch more. So this person has 47% listings accuracy. So that's being present on all of the listings, directories with errors. So that can be inconsistencies. That could be having Avenue, AVE one place and spelled out another, an abbreviation for suite somewhere and spelled out another, having the way just the naming convention being inconsistent will have penalties here. So one of the services we can do is going through and making sure they're accurate across all of the platforms, which helps again with the search results. But the first step, of course, is just to be aware of what to watch out for. So you need to just be aware of that. And of course, if you want to know how you're doing, I'm happy to give you that report. Just let me know. But now let's go back to the back end of Google My Business. All right, so we were talking about the naming conventions being consistent and having a really robust listing. So part of that is also photos. So you want to be adding as many pictures as you can and also videos. You want to go through, describe the products you have, your services, a link to your website. And you also, one thing I really wanted to point out is messaging. So as you know, people are more and more reluctant to actually pick up the phone. There's kind of a phone phobia. So messaging can allow them to reach out to you and, give them that alternative to calling where you can still then bring them in. What you do once you get this set up is you can actually have it set up to connect to your cell phone, to a staff cell phone, or if you have software in your practice like Weave, where it can actually take text messages. One really great tip would be to have it set up to a software where when people reach out, it actually starts them through a nurture series of text messages, so that you don't have you or one of your staff members being bugged every time somebody pings with a random question, but that you can actually still be nurturing. And because you are one of the few listings that gives this alternative to having to call, you're a lot more likely to capture this person as a patient or client. So huge advantage here. Not many people are doing this, and it's a great opportunity. Now, the last thing to go over is posts. This is where you can really be engaging, helping your search results, and optimizing, again, for those really powerful search terms that people are using. And the people who are using them are your ideal clients or patients. Now, the trick is most posts only last for 7 days. I think they're making some exceptions for COVID stuff. So it is something you need to stay on top of. Either set an appointment reminder, or work with somebody such as our team who can take care of that for you with optimized posts. But not many businesses are doing this yet. It's a way to get an edge. Those who are doing it are really being rewarded in search results and rankings. So this is your opportunity to get ahead. I hope that this gave you some good insight and information, and now you know where to start and what you need to be looking at and paying attention to. You've got this. You just need to get out there, start implementing, and get a system in place. Your moment is now.